Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. Today I have a good old-fashioned beauty YouTube favorite, empty products. So I have a big bag full of empty products. It's been a little while since the last video I filmed, but not as long as between that one and the one before it. So I'm trying to get into a habit of doing these a little bit more regularly. Let's just dive right in. Let's not waste time. I see some like hair products up top. So we've got some shampoos. Pretty much all my shampoos are OGX. I just love the brand so much and I use them all the time. As far as more premium brands go, I do love Amika, and I have used Amika shampoo and conditioner, especially when I was much blonder than I am now. But generally I use OGX. So I did try out a bottle of their Hydrate and Repair Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner. This was really good. It's definitely a little bit thicker, a little bit more conditioning than I usually use, and this is the extra strength one. This I think I was using back when I was blonder and I had more bleach on my hair, and so I just needed just a little extra something, and it did help. But the two products that I use the most from OGX that I have featured in every empty products video probably, and these are also in my first hair care routine video. This is both the shampoo, but I do use the conditioner version, and this is the anti-breakage plus keratin oil shampoo. I love this. First of all, I love the scent of this. It's not the same as just the Moroccan oil, even though this does have argan oil in it. So it's not just argan oil. There's like something else in there, and I just love the scent. It's also very nostalgic. I used these twice when I was in Oxford because I could get this at Boots, and so every time I use this I think of being in Oxford. But it does also work. Both times that I have had really long hair, both times that I grew my hair down to like halfway down my waist or to my waist, I was using the shampoo and the conditioner, and I'm currently using the shampoo and conditioner of this line right now. But I just find that when I'm using this regularly, I don't have as many split ends, and so my hair doesn't break off and start to get really scraggly at the ends as it starts growing out. And I'm currently growing it out again. I think it was back in October I cut it like up to here, like it was above, it was like right at my shoulders, and now it's a little bit below the shoulders. So I've grown it out a few inches, I think, since I cut it, maybe only 2, but it is growing, and the ends still feel really good. Obviously I'm being careful of like heat products and not overusing those, and I'm using heat protectant and, you know, other styling products, but I do think the shampoo and conditioner in this line are a huge part of how my hair grows so long. Next, another favorite of mine, this is skincare. I'm just pulling randomly out of the bag, by the way. This is by Alba Botanica, and these are the Acne Pimple Patches. I'm actually wearing one right now, which I don't know how well you'll be able to see. They're not completely invisible, but they are somewhat invisible, especially when they're in a more like out of the way place, like right there along my jawline. If you're looking at me straight on and my hair is down, you're really not going to notice it. If it's like right in the middle of your face, you will see the patch. So I don't always wear these out in person, but the two main reasons, I guess, that I wear these. I will wear them wherever I've got a blemish when I'm home, if it's getting really angry, because the patch will keep me from picking at it. Like, I'll have that instinct to just kind of feel to see how it's doing, and then I immediately feel, oh, there's a patch on it, and I leave it alone. And as someone who is a bit of a picker, like, it's just a nervous habit. I've been that way since I was a kid. I have tried really hard to get better, but I used to have really bad cystic acne, and when it would get really bad, like this one has been, this one is a prime example. This is the kind of pimple that I would have just attacked. It's getting big, it's getting angry, it's feeling a little bit inflamed, kind of hurt a little bit, and so that makes me want to pop it to relieve that pressure. Putting this on just makes it feel a little bit better, helps calm it down, and so it keeps it from getting really bad and helps prevent scarring. I also like these even on less aggressive breakouts if they're anywhere where I'm going to be wearing a mask. So even if it's one where at home I feel like I can leave it alone and I'm not touching it and picking at it, I will still put a patch on if I'm going out and going to be wearing a mask, especially on a long day like when I'm teaching on campus or something like that, because I feel like it just keeps the breakout cleaner while I'm wearing a mask and breathing into my mask, and you know, goodness knows what kind of environment that breeds on your skin. It's great for helping protect you from viruses. It's not so great on helping your skin. So I will often use this almost as like a preventative to keep, even on a simple breakout, to keep it from getting really bad. Or if I have one that has broken skin, I will definitely pop one of these on just to keep it kind of protected in the mask environment. So love these. I have the last patch in the last sleeve, as this comes with, it comes with 40 patches in 2 different sizes, which is great. It comes with 10 patches per little sleeve, and so there's 4 sleeves that come in one of the box. So I've got the very, very last patch, and the very last sleeve is still in my bathroom, but I have already ordered the replacement and it should be here on Friday, I think. I see some lip balms, so we'll go over those. Somehow, I think between like a value set and the birthday gift, I went through 2 of the mini Laneige lip sleeping masks. I do save the little ones because I will decant from the big one into these, so I will not be getting rid of these 2 jars. I clean them out and reuse them because the little size is so great. But if you've been watching any of my recent, well, any of the last few Empty Products videos, you will know that I love the Laneige lip sleeping mask. It is holy grail status for me. I've been using it for 4 years now, I think, if not longer. So this is what I keep by my bed. I keep one of the little mini ones in my travel bag. I always have this with me. I do not travel anywhere for overnight without it. And I will use it throughout the day. If I put it on in the morning, it's actually what I'm wearing now, a little bit left. So they call it a mask, but I use it as a lip balm. It's just a really like heavy duty lip balm. It stays on really long. It wears down really nice. I don't wake up feeling like my lips are completely dry. And so during the day, like I'll put it on when I wake up in the morning just for going about my morning routine. And then if I'm like spending a day or an afternoon in bed reading or something, this will be the lip product that I use. So love those. Another favorite lip product that I've also just reordered is the EOS lip balm. I prefer the stick form. I do have the little egg form in my desk drawer, but I prefer the stick form. I just find that they're easier to apply, especially when you start getting down to that much. Like, I just feel like I end up wasting more product in the little egg form. But whereas in this one, I will go until I'm literally to the plastic rim and it starts to scrape my lips. I have one of these in my pencil case. I've got one in a little jar beside my chair where I sit and watch TV at night. I've got one in my handbag. This works really well under my mask. I can slather this on my lips before going to the grocery store or even before going to teach for like 3 hours, and it will, my lips will still feel hydrated 3 hours later when I get back to my car and finally take my mask off. So it doesn't last as long as the lip sleeping mask, but it does last a good long time. I tend to order these as a 2-pack, but it's the strawberry sorbet. That's my favorite like flavor. Oh, here's the conditioner. So I knew I had at least one conditioner in here. Another more premium mask favorite is the Amika Soul Food. You can see like I've really like bent this to try to get every little bit out. This is a little travel size bottle. I have gone through, this is I think my 3rd travel size. I've bought some sets of Amika before. I've ended up with these little travel sizes before. Love them. These little travel sizes will still get me, like, especially when my hair is shorter. When my hair is long, definitely 2 good masks out of this. When my hair is shorter, 3 to 4. I love this. I love the smell of Amika products. This is really good. I love the way my hair feels after I use this. And I did over the holidays, if you were watching Vlogmas, you'll have seen, I did buy a gift set this year that came with a full-size tub of this mask. Love it. Another skincare, the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the basic one with the pink lid. I have tried a couple other variations of it. This is always my favorite. It's just really great at removing eye makeup. Not necessarily, I know there's a waterproof version for waterproof eye makeup. I never use waterproof eye makeup, but for the eye makeup that I use, this has always been more than good enough. I love the way it feels. My skin does actually feel clean, but not super stripped and dried out, but it does feel like it really did actually clean my skin. So on days like today I'm going to do a proper wash because I'm going out later to teach. But if this was a day where I was just sitting here at home, not going out, and all I've put on is a little bit of brows, a little bit of eye, a little bit of like mascara and eyeshadow, this is often what I will use at night. I won't do like a full wash because I just don't feel like it really needs it. And this is enough. So love it. Switching back to hair, I was hoping I had one of these in here. This is the Garnier Whole Blends Gentle Detangling Milk. I love this. It's a relatively new discovery for me, but I am almost done with my second bottle, and I've bought a 2-pack, so I've got a third and a fourth bottle unopened, unused yet, waiting to go for when my second bottle finally runs out. I was looking for a detangler because my hair can get tangled when it's wet, and I don't like brushing it out when it's super tangled, but I do like brushing it out before it dries because I don't want the tangles to dry, if that makes sense. And I was really skeptical about this. I'd previously used a really great detangler from Amika, but it's like 3 times the cost of this. But I just spray this very liberally. Like, I do not hold back. I spray it all over my hair, including in my roots. I don't drench the roots. I drench more the ends, but I will spray this all over the crown of my head. I wait for like a minute. So I'll take my hair, I'll do the towel dried hair, take it out of the towel, scrunch a little bit of extra water out, spray this on, do something else for like a minute, and then I'll come back and brush it. And like, I can't say it just makes the tangles fall out, but it does seem to make it feel much easier. And I have noticed that there is a difference between trying to brush through my hair immediately after spraying this versus like 60 seconds after spraying this. It does seem to need a little bit of time to like penetrate into the hair strands and like loosen them and relax them so that you can brush through them. So this plus my wet brush makes brushing out my hair a dream. Some little bits. We'll go through these a little bit more quickly because this is getting long, which is what happens. I've got all the opinions about these products. Alba Botanica Acne Dote Invisible Treatment Gel. Love this. This is like, I've lost count of how many tubes of this I have. Every time it runs out, I buy it again. You can use it as a spot treatment, or you can use it as like more of an all-over serum. With wearing masks all the time, I will apply this as a serum all over the kind of center part of my face where the mask tends to sit, just to kind of help keep the acne at bay. I've got a little of the L'Occitane hand cream and peony. Love this. Will always be happy to get it. I will own this again in a larger size probably at some point. Weleda or Veleda, I'm not sure exactly how they pronounce it because I think, yeah, because it's made in Germany. I don't know if it's a German brand or not, so I feel like it's probably Veleda or Veleda. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is their Everon lip balm. I liked it overall, but I was unimpressed with it for the price. Veleda is a more expensive of the all-natural brands, and I just felt like it really wasn't any different than the EOS. And I'm not sure that Veleda is that much more natural than EOS, so I'd always go with this, but it was fine while I used it. I finally used up, and I was so sad, my lavender and bergamot hand cream. This is a cocoa and shea butter cream by Oxford Aromatics. Oxford Aromatics is one of my favorite indie stores in the covered market in Oxford. If you are ever in Oxford and go to the covered market, pop into Oxford Aromatics. I hope they're still there. I hope the pandemic hasn't forced a closure for them. I want to see if I can mix my own lavender and bergamot because I just love the combination of those scents. So relaxing. I've got a little sample of the Drunk Elephant number 9 Jelly Cleanser. This was good. A little goes a long way, so I was happy with that. I did find that it was a little bit messy in that you store it with the product facing down and it's got a lid that screws, so it could get a little messy. It's not one that I would probably want to put in my travel bag, but the product itself was really good. It foams up really nice, felt good on my skin. It was really good as a second cleanse. I didn't really use this as a makeup remover, but as a second cleanse, I did enjoy it. But my favorite cleanser, as long-term viewers will know, is the Eminence Organic Skincare Clear Skin Probiotic Cleanser. This is also usually my second cleanse. I don't use this to remove makeup, but on a day that I don't wear makeup, this will be my main cleanser, or on a day that I am wearing makeup, I'll use a makeup remover, and then I'll use this, and oh, it's just my favorite product. You can go back and watch any of the other Empty Products videos. Most of them have one in them, but these bottles, this is 8.4 fluid ounces. It lasts me, I'm not kidding you, a full year. I bought one back in like September, and I'm only like down this much. I use a half a pump, like not even a half a pump. A little goes a very long way, as all Eminence products do. They're very concentrated, so you don't have to use a ton. Just a tiny pump, half a pump of this with a bit of water to emulsify it, and it just feels so good. Love it. I won't ramble on about it, but I love it. Oh, another favorite lip product. I do need to repurchase this because I'm completely out, and this was my last tube of it, so I do need to replace this, but I haven't yet, but I will. This is the Lano Lips 101 Ointment. I primarily use it as a lip balm. It works well as an overnight lip balm the same way that this does. A little goes a long way. You don't want to overdo this. It's hard to overdo this. More, it's just more, but it still feels good, whereas if you put on too much of this, you notice. So a tiny amount goes a long way, but it's called the 101 Ointment because there's apparently 101 ways that you can use it. And so I do like having this in my handbag because it's just a great like all-purpose thing. If my hands feel extra dry, if my cuticles are extra dry, like anything that just needs a little bit of extra moisture, this is great. We've got a mascara, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was their Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. Came in a Lash Stash set. It was fine. It's not a bad mascara. It's not the greatest. Another Veleda product, another of my favorite. Now this I do love, and I have repurchased multiple times. This is the Veleda Skin Food Ultra Rich Cream. I love this. It is a fantastic moisturizer. I use it primarily on my hands. I like to use this at night. So overnight, the two main problems I have is my lips can dry out, which doesn't happen when I use this, and my hands can dry out, which doesn't happen when I use this. When I use both of these products, I wake up, my lips still feel moisturized, my hands still feel moisturized. I don't wake up feeling like it's just paper skin. So love this, will always repurchase it. I've not found a hand cream better than this. So it's worth the price, even though it is a bit pricier. I've got a bottle of the Mineral Fusion Nail Polish Remover. I used to really love the Zoya, and I still do love the Zoya Nail Polish Remover, but this is easier for me to find and get. I can get this at Whole Foods. It's amazing. I love it. It takes regular nail polish off so fast. It is non-drying and acetone free. It even does a decent job with glitter polish. Like, you still have to really work at it with glitter polish, but I find that if I'm patient enough to sit there with a cotton ball over the nail for at least 60 seconds, it does take glitter polish off pretty easily. Then, okay, last few items. Another Garnier hair product. This is another favorite when I'm growing out my hair, and this is the Damage Eraser Split End Bandage. Now, they make it sound like this will heal split ends. Again, nothing will fix your split ends other than chopping them off. But I find that when I use this regularly as one of my hair products, so I will use this to detangle, and then once it's brushed out, I will use this before I either let it air dry or then apply a heat protectant and blow dry it. But I will really focus this on the ends. I don't really put it on the roots. It does seem to help prevent split ends and just helps make my hair stronger. So this plus the OGX anti-breakage line are like huge for helping me grow my hair out. And then the last two products are also Holy Grail products. So the facial recovery oil, I'm not by Eminence. I'm not going to go on for this for too long because this has been also in almost every Empty Products video, and you've heard me sing its praises a million times, but it is the best skincare product. If I could only have one, if I could only buy one Eminence product for the rest of my life, like if I had to give up the cleanser and use, you know, a drugstore cleanser, drugstore moisturizer, all of that, this would be the one I would continue to splurge on because it is worth its weight in gold. This is great when I have really bad breakouts. It just helps them heal faster, not leave a scar. I've told this story a million times, but I once had a breakout that was really big, really nasty. Was convinced it was going to leave a scar. Like I just resigned myself to that fact. I used this every night and every morning, and within like a month, I could barely see where that breakout had been. I'm a total convert. I love this. It will always be my favorite skincare product, and the one that I rave about the most. And then finally, the last product is a fragrance. It takes a lot for me to finish a perfume. I can finish roller balls, but to finish a full-size bottle of perfume, I have to really love that perfume. And I really love the Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon perfume. It's very spicy and warming, but there's like some like heavier florals in it. It smells divine. It's my favorite fragrance for like December, January, and February. Once it starts warming up, I cannot wear this. If it's, you know, 80 degrees outside, this fragrance is too much. But if it's a summery day that I know I'm staying indoors in the air conditioning all day and I just want to feel a little bit just warm and festive, I will pop this on. So my Burberry Black is my favorite scent for early fall, like October and November. September if I can get away with wearing it that early, but this is my favorite for like winter. I wore it to London in 2019. It's got a lot of scent memories for me. It immediately takes me back there to that trip, and I absolutely love it. So, and I have repurchased this. Again, if you were watching Vlogmas this past year, you saw that I did order this from Sephora, the exact same size bottle. This size bottle is good. I feel like I can use up this size bottle in a couple years. Bought the roller ball in 2019, bought the full size, I think that same winter, like before Christmas. So used it winter of 2019, winter of 2020, and then it lasted me most of this winter, but I was definitely getting down to the last little bit. So I've topped it up. That should do me for at least the next couple of winters, and then I will repurchase it again because I can't imagine loving a perfume much more than I love this one. That is it. That is the products that I have used up in the last, I think it's been like 4 months. I'll have to look when the last of these videos was, but yeah, lots of good products, most of which I've already repurchased and keep repurchasing and have on an ongoing basis. So definitely stand by all of them. And even the ones that I haven't immediately repurchased, I think the only one that I'm not sure I'd really recommend is just the Veleda lip balm, just because I think this was like $5, so you can get 2 of the EOS ones for the same price as one of these, and I just felt like it didn't do it wasn't as amazing as the hand cream. If this had been like the Laneige product but in stick form, it would be worth the cost, but it's just a basic lip balm, so I wouldn't really recommend this. The mascara I also wouldn't recommend. I feel like there are other premium mascaras that are just as good or better, and there are drugstore mascaras that are just as good or better. So I just feel like if you're a fan of the brand, of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, if you're a fan of the brand, it's a good mascara. If you're just looking for a good mascara at a decent price, I wouldn't go for that one. So these are the only ones I wouldn't recommend. Everything else I would happily use again, happily take another sample size or travel size. Like, I'm not super devoted to Drunk Elephant, but I did like this cleanser. So everything else I would recommend. And if I can find this if I can get back to Oxford and I can find this hand cream, I'm totally repurchasing this. I made this last 2 years, so love it. But yeah, I think that's it. I know that's it. I'm gonna stop. This has been like 30 minutes already, but I had a lot of thoughts and opinions on these products. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. It does help the video with the whole algorithm thing. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That also really helps and is greatly appreciated. I don't always do a lot of beauty content, but I have fun when I do. So subscribe so you don't miss out future Empty Products videos and other videos coming up. Our question for the video: what is a favorite product that you have used up recently? I would love to know. And yeah, I will see you all very soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!